chosen vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill, and you know I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's get right into it. Look, the reason why people are constantly playing with you is because you're supposed to be holding yourself to a higher standard. Let's discuss it. Have you ever felt that the life you're living may be beneath you? And have you ever felt that people are treating you on a level lower than you see yourself? Well, guess what? We're going to talk about why those things are happening today. It's because you're supposed to be holding yourself to a higher standard. You're supposed to be holding yourself to a higher standard. And that's why you may feel the life that you're living is beneath you. Secretly, you know that there's more to life and there's more out there in life for you specifically. You know that the life that you've been living is way beneath you, and it's underrated. You know that you deserve better and you deserve more. And life is kind of taking subliminal shots at you, but it's just God trying to use these people around you to wake you up and let you know, hey, I got more out there for you. You're great. There's something better out there for you. So God is going to keep using these people to try to wake you up and let you know that something's not right. Something's off here. I'm supposed to be living better than how I'm living. I'm supposed to be experiencing better than what I'm experiencing, because there are some people that people just don't care about. And I know you've noticed that. Doesn't it just seem like it's like, yo, why everybody else just get left alone, but everybody else either patronizes me, gaslights me, trying to be a narcissist in my life? Why is that? It's because you're supposed to be holding yourself to a higher standard. I don't know how you see yourself, because I'm me and I'm not you. But if this video has reached you today, you're supposed to be looking at yourself from a higher place in life. You're supposed to be looking at yourself from a higher light. You shouldn't be looking down on yourself. You should be looking up. Everything should be looking up for you. Even when things look like they're not looking up, things should still be looking up for you, because that's just the standard that you hold yourself to. That's the height of heights you hold yourself to. Got to hold yourself to a higher standard. If you're not, I'm here to tell you today that you're supposed to be holding yourself to a higher standard. You're not supposed to be shortchanging yourself. Don't ever shortchange yourself. Don't ever self-sabotage. We may get into a routine of that. We may get into we may get into a rut. We may get into some problems. We may get hit by life. You know, life may catch you by the blind side. Maybe your demeanor was lowered. Maybe your self-esteem was lowered. Maybe you didn't feel so good about yourself. But guess what? People would not be picking at you, poking at you, prodding at you if you weren't supposed to be holding yourself to a higher standard. That's why they're always laughing at you. You know when they're laughing at you too. It used to make you feel uncomfortable. Now you don't care. But that's good that you don't care that people are laughing at you. But do you know why they're laughing at you? If you don't, it's because you're supposed to be holding yourself to a higher standard. And they see you in all your greatness. It's like seeing somebody LeBron James size working at a Walmart. It's like seeing Warren Sapp being a Walmart greeter. Him and LeBron James. Imagine Warren Sapp and LeBron James and Floyd Mayweather just working at Walmart. Floyd bagging groceries. Warren Sapp greeting people. LeBron James ringing people up. Anybody that's a star athlete and knows anything about sports would just look at them and would just be in awe. They'd be starstruck. And if the person didn't have any love in them or any heart in them, they laugh at them. He doesn't even know. They don't even know. Slapping themselves on the knee and all that. laughing, beating themselves up. So funny. Can't laugh too hard, y'all. I'm still healing. I'm still getting better. Almost took myself out laughing just now. All right. But that's how hilarious it is to people to see you. And this is why they will laugh out loud, and they will make you feel it, and you will feel uncomfortable because something does seem off. Something doesn't seem right. It's because you're supposed to be holding yourself to a higher standard. If you saw Warren Sapp, young Warren Sapp, looked like he could move a whole O-line out the way. Young Floyd Mayweather looked like he could box Oscar De La Hoya, Pacquiao, and somebody else, and Roy Jones Jr., young Roy Jones Jr., all at one. But it's like when you're not answering the calling on your life, the demons will laugh at you. It's demonic, ain't it? Laughing at people you don't even know, laughing at somebody regardless of what they're going through, and they have us ready to snap. But don't snap. Why snap when you could just take your life back? Why snap when you could just improve your life? You could act out on that vision. Don't act out on your haters. Act out on your vision. I hear you up there. Act out on your vision. All right? Hold yourself to a higher standard. God, what am I supposed to be doing with my life? Why are people laughing at me? Why do I feel like I'm living subpar? Why do I feel like I'm living below my means? Why do I feel like my life isn't going the way I really think it should go? I feel like I'm supposed to be having all these nice things. I feel like I'm blessed enough to have them. I see myself with them in my mind. I know that I can have more, do more, be more. I know I'm great. Start taking some steps towards it. If you're great, your life should have actions that are great. If you're great, you need to be doing things that are great. And you can. And you will. And you are. You're now stepping into a whole new realm, baby. You're now stepping into a whole new reality for yourself, because you have to hold yourself to a higher standard and see yourself differently. The way life has taught you who you were, people may have taught you who you were, things may have showed you who you were. Anything that you don't like about yourself, reject it. You have the power with your mind to reject any version of yourself that you want at any time. You don't like that version of yourself, reject it. You don't like that idea about yourself, reject it. You don't have to continue to accept it. The more you continue to accept versions of yourselves, realities of yourselves, ideas about yourselves that don't serve you and that don't serve a purpose in your life, people are going to continue laughing at you. And people are going to continue treating you like a joke, because life meets you just how you meet life. Life is going to meet you just how you meet life. If you're not taking life seriously and you treating life like a game, when you step out, they're going to laugh at you. All the demons. Ha 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 ha. They already can't take their eyes off you. They already can't take their attention off of you. And on top of that, they're already antagonizing you, already trying to steal your attention, already trying to steal your focus. You're supposed to be better than these people. Not to say that you aren't, not to say that you have to be, or you have to do anything to assert your dominance or your betterness or get their approval or anything like that. When you see LeBron James, you know he belongs on a basketball court. When you see Floyd Mayweather, you know he belongs in the ring. When you see a doctor, you know he belongs at a hospital. If somebody had a doctor's outfit on trying to serve you McDonald's or something, don't eat there. Somebody had a doctor's outfit on trying to serve you filet mignon, you'd be scratching your head a little bit. You'd be, I don't get it. That's funny to me. I don't get that. And you can't go pointing the finger at people saying there's something wrong with them when you need to fix what's wrong with you. All right. Just picking back up where we left off. That video got cut off, but the wisdom never gets cut off. So back to it. And that's the real reason why people are constantly playing with you. It's because you're supposed to be holding yourself to a higher standard. Even in moments of distress. Could have let myself get upset over that, but I said, you know what? I'm supposed to be holding myself to a higher standard. So let's get back to this video. So, people treating you funny, constantly playing with you. Why, you might ask? You're supposed to be holding yourself to a higher standard. That higher standard is the way God sees you. That higher standard is the way you're supposed to see you. You're supposed to see yourself the way God sees you. And if there's any chink or any scratch, or if there's any disbelief in how you see yourself, then people aren't really going to take heed to the type of person that you think you are. So you may be thinking one thing about yourself, people may be seeing another thing about yourself, but that's okay. It's not a problem. There's nothing wrong with seeing yourself to a higher standard. There's nothing wrong with holding yourself to a higher standard, as long as you're not bringing anybody else down to do that, or it's not at anybody else's detriment. All right, like narcissistic people, they see themselves as the best person in the room. That's not holding yourself to a higher standard. Holding yourself to a higher standard is seeing what type of changes you can make in your life so you can have a better life. It's not looking at myself a certain way. So it's not looking at myself a certain way to force and make other people look at me a certain way. And if they don't, I'm going to disregard them and act like it's something wrong with them. No, 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 no. You got some self-work to do. If you want to be seen a certain way and people don't look at you like that, and it's nothing you're trying to force, it's something positive, it is what it is. If you want to be the best boxer and people aren't looking at you like that, you got some more training to do. If you want to be the best in your field and you're not, you can't just make people look at you like that because that's what you do. No, that's wrong. You have to work your way to the top. And that way you'll get the recognition you what? Deserve. And that's holding yourself to a higher standard. All right? There are going to be times where you feel down. There's going to be times where you feel low. It's because you know deep down in your heart of hearts, you know you're not supposed to be living like that. You know that you're supposed to be doing more, having more. All right? You may be in some places that you don't belong. You may be having some hard times there. It's because you're supposed to be, you were supposed to only have been there for a few months. See, a lot of us, we think we're like everyone else. We go to some place, we're like, okay, I'm at home. No, you're not. You don't even belong there. How dare you try to make a home here where you don't even belong? If you can't see that, the environment itself, God will use the environment itself to show you that. And just don't take it personal. Don't get mad at God. Don't get mad at the people. Okay, I'm trying here. It's not working. I've tried some other places like this. That means you're supposed to be leveling up in life. There's something missing. There's something that's not clicking where you're not getting it. I'm supposed to be leveling up. And when you are supposed to be leveling up, that can only happen by holding yourself to a higher standard. In order to level up, you got to hold yourself to a higher standard. That's the only way to level up. What else would you be leveling up to? You got to level up regardless of who's deviled up. Let them devil up, you level up. All right? There's going to be people that look at you like less than of yourself. There's going to be people who see the greater version of yourself. You can't let either one get you down or get you up or get you outside yourself. Because at the end of the day, you were already supposed to be holding yourself to that. It's good to get motivation from other people. It's good to be inspired by other people, but you can't solely rely on them because you got your own energy. You got your own mind. You got your own thoughts about yourself, you know? You think good about yourself, right? I know you do if you're watching this video. I know you think highly of yourself. And there's nothing wrong with thinking highly of yourself as long as you don't think highly of yourself that you're above others. I don't even see myself above the people who don't want to self-improve. When I'm not like upset at them because their behavior, you know, it's very difficult to not see yourself as better than people who constantly try to affect you negatively, because it's just like you just have nothing to do with that. And that is definitely holding yourself to a higher standard. But you want to be able to get past all that. You want to be able to get past places in life where you don't belong easily and effortlessly. So you're going to have to plan. You're going to have to think, and you're going to have to ask God, like, yo, God, what am I supposed to be doing? What am I supposed to be doing with the type of person that I am, my personality, my energy, I like, maybe you have a good spirit, maybe you're comical, maybe you're supposed to be doing stand-up, maybe you're supposed to be a movie writer, maybe you're supposed to be a chef, you know. Either way, you're supposed to be holding yourself to a higher standard. And unfortunately, where you're not going to fit in is where you're not supposed to be. So you can't take it personal when you don't fit in, or where if you end up somewhere where you're not supposed to be. You're supposed to take that time of confusion and get things figured out, get things mapped out. Be like, I don't belong here. They're pretty much making that known. I'm trying. I'm doing my best. I feel I'm doing my best. I know I'm doing my best. I pray to God that I do my best. I even prayed that I could do my best so I would be able to work this out. All right. So when it comes to doing your best and things like that and holding yourself to a higher standard, it's a lot of things that you're going to have to deal with, because when you're on your way to doing that, you may have some rude awakenings along the way. Like I said, people laughing at you, people looking at you crazy, people wondering why you're not doing the most that you could possibly be doing with what you've been given. And it's like, who got Usher in the back of the McDonald's? Who got, don't eat no McDonald's now, who got Usher in the back, working in the back? Who got Usher working in the back? He's supposed to be up, like, you're supposed to have him up front. He's gonna bring all the customers in. He's gonna bring all the customers in. Like, why have the purple? You're the person that brings in all the customers. What are you doing in the back? It's like having, no offense, it's like having some big dude, you know what I'm saying, work up at front. Hey, how you doing? And having a little sweet petite young lady working in the back. Nothing wrong with that, but you know how restaurants go. If you walked into a 50s diner, you wouldn't want to be, you know, you wouldn't necessarily be greeted or served by Big Harry. You'd be served by Betty Jane, or you know, or whoever, Lucy May, one of those folks. And then, you know, John, Bill, Bob, Greg, everybody else be in the back, you know, getting the food intact. Y'all see, I got food on my mind. Starting to get healthier, y'all. Yo, my stomach just growled. Yo, I'm about to go, man. Once this video is done, y'all know what I'm about to do. I'm sinking my canines in something. I'm sinking I'm getting carnivorous. I like to eat a balanced diet, you know. I'm very balanced. But I thought, yo, your lambs, goats, steaks, watch out. But still, hold yourself to a higher standard, y'all. And definitely eat balanced, all right? If you're eating a steak, make sure you have a smoothie the next day or that night, all right? Hold yourself to a higher standard and eat right. But when things aren't going your way, when life seems off, when things seem like you're not supposed to be here, when it seems like people are playing with you. It's like, yo, why are people playing with me? It's because you're supposed to be holding yourself to a higher standard. You're royalty. People are going to laugh at a king who's not in his rightful place. People are going to laugh at a queen who's not in her rightful place. You're supposed to be where you belong, not where life is trying to place you, not where your circumstances placed you. You don't belong where your circumstances placed you. You belong where you belong where you see yourself. And if your circumstances have you in a place where you don't see yourself, maybe you looking at yourself through the wrong lens. Maybe you're not seeing yourself the way God sees you. You got to see you the way God sees you. That's holding yourself to a higher standard. I will lift mine eyes from whence cometh mine help. I will lift mine eyes to whence cometh mine help. Lift your eyes and let that eye be single as well. Let thine own eye be single. All these things that have to do with the eye, it's your vision of yourself, your vision of your life, how you view your life, how you view things happening for you. Do you see things working out for you? Do you see your life getting better? Do you really see things changing? Or do you just think this is just some stuff that it just makes you feel good? You turn it off and then you just go live your life. Because this stuff that I'm using this to change my life. I know it's a lot of people on this channel using this stuff to change their life as well. Shout out to everybody in the comment section. Shout out to all the subscribers. Thank you, God, for health. I'm getting better, y'all. Everybody's prayers. I appreciate all you guys' prayers. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling good, y'all. You know, get out here in this fresh air, getting my good H2O on, you know, getting all the atoms in, getting all the oxygen, getting all the everything in. Yep, I'm getting it all in. So hold yourself to a higher standard. You're supposed to be going on a couple vacations a year. You're supposed to be treating yourself to something nice every year, not just on a holiday. You're supposed to be treating yourself to something nice whenever you want. You're supposed to be able to go do the things you love to do or what you want to do whenever you want. That's holding yourself to a higher standard. Well, I can no. You just made that real. Whatever you want, you can have. According to your beliefs, so be it unto you. Whatever you believe, you make real. Whatever you see for yourself, you make real. That's why it's important to see yourself the way God sees you, because you're seeing yourself spiritually. You're seeing yourself how God created you to be. You're not just being vain. All right. You're not being prideful. This is the life that you imagine for yourself, the life that you dream about, the life that you envision for yourself. God sees that for you as an actual reality, because we're all princes of the Most High. We're all kings and queens of the Most High. God sees us as royalty. So you're supposed to see yourself as royalty and carry yourself as such. All right? You don't have to walk around here better than nobody with your nose turned up, but you're supposed to hold yourself to a higher standard. That's seeing yourself the way God sees you. Seeing that anything you could do is possible. Seeing that whatever dream you have, it's already accomplished. Goal already accomplished. Dream house already built, lived in, shacked up in, family, pool, grandparents coming over, family coming over, big home, big warm house, big yard, big barbecues, big lamb being grilled out back, big steak being grilled out back, meat and vegetables being grilled. How about that? On a nice, beautiful, sunny day. Yeah, you deserve that. Let me paint the picture for you. Kids playing in the pool, dog running around if that's what you like. That's for you. God put us here to live our best life individually through Him. There's so many people enjoying themselves. It's the news paints crooked pictures in people's mind. Nothing wrong with the news. You know, very informative. But for people to watch it like they do, it's like they want a horror thrill every day. It's like they want a horror movie thrill every day. They got to know who died. They got to know what went wrong, what exploded, what broke, who's broke. But the thing is, when you become fascinated with these kinds of things, you cannot help but draw them into your experience. Got to be careful with what you become fascinated with. Whatever you become fascinated with, you draw it into your experience. That's whatever you become fascinated with. Whatever. It's going to become you cannot become a part of the things you're fascinated about without them becoming a part of you. That's just universal law. That's God law. The word Lord is an ancient word for law. That's like being a part of Lord and not being a part of God. All right. Whatever you're fascinated with, you become a part of. It's like you can't have that. What you mean? You can't have the Lord without God. You can't not be a part of the Lord without being a part of God. You can't not be fascinated with something without it becoming a facet or a part or an experience in your life. And that's what's jacked up about the news, because that's what they're not telling you. That's why they keep pumping the same old stories out over and over and over again. Whatever you become fascinated with, it becomes a part of your life. So become fascinated with what you want to experience. Become fascinated with what you desire to have in your life. Become fascinated with holding yourself to a higher standard. Become fascinated with how you want to dress. That's something to be fascinated about. There's nothing wrong with liking those fabrics, liking those clothes, liking Gucci, liking Louis. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not telling you to go spend every check on it. I'm not telling you to sleep on the flow when I'm not telling you to what did he say? He said, why are you sleeping in Dior but you sleep? He said, why are you wearing Dior but sleeping on Defleur? I'm not telling you to wear Dior just to sleep on Defleur. I'm not telling you that. Not at all. All right, don't wear Dior to sleep on Defleur. Oh man. Shout out Nino Brown, man. He said, don't wear Dior and sleep on Defleur. Yo, oh my God. Don't sell yourself short. Don't settle for less. Don't settle for anything other than your very best. Hold yourself to a higher standard. People are going to laugh at you. They're going to make you feel uncomfortable until you pick up your bed and walk. All right? I'm telling you, there are some people out there looking at you thinking, if I only had her life. I'm telling you. You may not have the best idea about yourself due to certain circumstances or situations, but there's somebody out there that I'm telling you, they love you. They would love to be you. They're so happy for you, and it's not like a jealous thing neither. They're like, oh man, this girl don't even know what she got. They're like, oh man, if she only knew. Same thing with you fellas, man. Some of these OGs out here, they're like, man, if I was him. You think because you're too this or you're too that or you're not enough this or you're not enough that. That's the devil playing tricks on your mind, man. Hold yourself to a higher standard. Everybody's different. If every one of these trees was the same, you know how weird it would be walking out here? It'd be creepy, man. Wouldn't nobody want to come outside? Wouldn't nobody want to come outside, man? If everything out the same was, hi, I'm normal. You step out into nature, hi, I'm normal. I'm normal. I'm normal. No, man, no. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work, man. So be your true, authentic self. Be comfortable with who you are. All right. Love yourself for being who you are, whatever your style is, whatever you like. You like to wear suits, wear suits. You like to wear printed t-shirts, throw on a suit every now and then, wear your printed t-shirt. All right. You like Stacey Adams, get you some Jordans every now and then. Ain't nothing wrong with rocking those Stacey Adams, but if Joe don't just because, well, I changed over to suits now, I gotta stop wearing J's. No, that's what you like. That's a part of your identity. It's okay to wear Jordans. It's okay to wear what you want. But the thing is, you're holding yourself to a higher standard. There's going to be events and parties and things for you to attend, places for you to go. Not no Diddy party. All right. There's going to be places for you to go, things for you to do, people for you to see, you know? So you're going to want to be able to dress the part. You're going to want to be able to look like you're worth something, because you are. And when you hold yourself to a higher standard and you know you're worth money and you know you are money, everybody say I am money. You're going to treat yourself right. And that's why it's important for you to be that's why it's important for you to be fascinated with the right things. Because when you're fascinated with the right things, that's a mind that knows what it wants. That's a person that's going to be able to attract what it wants. And that person is going to be holding themselves to a higher standard. That person is going to say, you know what? I got to stop playing. I'm holding myself to a higher standard. I can't keep doing the same things that I did. I got to move different. I got to make sacrifices. I got to put certain things before other things. I can't keep putting this before that. I can't keep doing that all the time and then putting everything else on the back burner. I can't watch TV and not read. I can't go outside and hang out and not take care of my business. Whatever you're supposed to be doing with your life, I guarantee you to get better, and it will improve, and you'll become who you're supposed to be if you hold yourself to a higher standard. You can't not help but level yourself up. You can't not help but make improvements. You can't not help but have growth. When you look at your life, you see what you'd like to change, and instead of complaining about it, instead of worrying about it, instead of thinking that there's nothing you could do about it, instead of blaming somebody else about it, you hold yourself to a higher standard and say, you know what? I got this. I know what to do. Let me just chill out, ask God for some direction. All right. Let me use some other positive people as an example. How did they do it? Where did they go? What did they go through? What was the decisions they made? What were some of the choices they made? No, I don't have to be some top scholar. No, I don't have to do what everybody else did. If I had to do what everybody else did, it would only be one way of making it in life. And there's multiple ways of making it in life. There's more than one way to skin a cat. If we are working towards an end result and I go about it my own way, hip hop hooray. Hold yourself to a higher standard. No more little stuff. No more small stuff. All right, we're stepping into big things in this season. This is the big thing season. All right, we're stepping into bigger. We're stepping into better. We're stepping into greater, because it's time. And you know that's why people been looking at you crazy and laughing at you, because it's like, wait a minute. Isn't this person supposed to be living their best life? Isn't this person supposed to be living luxurious? Isn't this person supposed to look good? Isn't this person supposed to be wearing fine diamonds and nice suits, and isn't she supposed to be wearing the prettiest dresses and the prettiest shoes and heels, and isn't her hair supposed to be always done, and isn't she always supposed to be looking good? And you know what I'm saying? Whatever your standard is for you, it's okay to have a little hair out of place. You seen my video. This is more than okay to have a little bit of hair out of place, but sooner or later, you got to get that thing right. Get it right. All right. So hold yourself to a higher standard. All right. Make you feel a whole lot better about yourself. Make you feel amazing. Make you feel good. And make you feel like you should, like you're supposed to, because you're worth it and you deserve it. And you were put here to have it. So reach out and grab it. I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video. This has been another Druuill special. Shout out to the chosen vessels. I'll see each and every vessel in the next video. Everybody hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Peace, love, and light. We out.